Hey America, so I was absolutely not planning on making this video today. After the first video, I thought I'd do something fun and maybe talk about the Pizzagate conspiracy. But while doing research on that, out comes all these Democrat Party leaders basically admitting that their whole party was a completely rigged and corrupt clown show during the 2016 elections. So let's just dive right into this. On Thursday morning, Donna Brazile, former corrupt head of the Democratic National Committee, basically comes out revealing one of the biggest bombshells to hit the Democratic Party since the DNC email leaks in 2016. So apparently, as we knew all along, the DNC is one of the biggest corrupt piles of Hillary Clinton's ass fluids to ever be unleashed onto the country. The DNC is literally just covered in her shit. Oh, Hillary. So here's part of the statement from Donna Brazile's new book. My predecessor, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, had not been the most active chair in fundraising at the time when President Barack Obama's neglect had left the party in significant debt. As Hillary's campaign gained momentum, she resolved the party's debt and put it on a starvation diet. It had become dependent on her campaign for survival, for which she expected to wield control of its operations. So not only is she ousting Hillary and Debbie, she's ousting the Democrat God King Barack Obama, the man who could do nothing wrong, the man who was scandal-free according to the media, which, again, the Democrats run. And it's not like this is some sort of big surprise. I mean, this is what was essentially released in the DNC email leak just last year. Did everyone just forget about that? Well, the mainstream media sure did. Just shoved that story right in the trash, because Debbie told them to.
Hi, this is Chuck Todd. Please leave me a message.
Chuck, now I know you're listening to me, you ginger bastard. You better stop talking shit about me, or you're ruined, you hear me? Ruined!
So back to our God King. Barack Obama has been one of the most disastrous presidents to ever enter the Democratic Party. His presidency was so awful, so corrupt, so riddled with scandals that it cost his party over 1,000 seats in state legislatures, 13 gubernatorial seats, and 12 Senate seats. I mean, he absolutely bankrupted the Democratic Party. And according to Donna, he left the DNC in $24 million in debt. Geez, yeah, of course there were $24 million in debt, since when have Democrats ever been good with money? And what were the results of Obama's magical 8 years? Well, look at this map. This is the reaction to his presidency right here. He absolutely ruined the Democratic Party, nationwide. And in 2015, the Democrats were broke, lost, and absolutely clueless on what to do. The last 8 years of the Democratic platform was built around Obama, and now he was going away and the entire structure was falling apart. So if you're Hillary Clinton, ambitious for power since birth, chock full of money and influence, what do? Well, you take over the DNC. And according to Donna Brazile, that's essentially what happened. Debbie Wasserman Schultz turned over the entire DNC to Hillary Clinton. They were broke, needed money, and Hillary gave them all the funding they needed, so long as she could completely run the DNC. So now she's running the entire operation from her New York campaign headquarters. And according to Gary Gensler, Hillary had the entire party on life support, keeping the DNC alive just to meet its basic needs, while all other fundraising proceeds go to the Clinton campaign. So Hillary was basically laundering money for her own campaign, with less than 1% of all money raised going to the various states that raised them. She's just a leech sucking off the DNC and dumping it to the side when she was done with it. So this basically destroyed any chance at Bernie winning the nomination before the first primary could even take place. They screwed you, Bernie! This thing is so rigged and everybody knows it. And don't think that you're safe from criticism just because you released this statement, Donna. You're just as bad as everyone else. This statement is filled with Donna preening herself of any wrongdoing by basically trying to say, oh, well, when I had to tell Bernie that we screwed him, well, I just had to light some candles and listen to some gospel music to prepare myself for what would be an emotional phone call. Sorry, Bernie, they screwed you. I'm so sorry. What? Woman, you literally leaked debate questions to Hillary during a primary specifically to screw over Bernie. What? You people suck ass! And now we even have Pocahontas going on TV and admitting that the DNC rigged the primaries for Hillary. She literally says yes when asked if the Democratic primaries were rigged. So if you're a voting Democrat and you're still going along with this corrupt shit from your party leaders, I mean, what are you doing? Okay, so that's it. Now from all this information, some people predict that Bernie Sanders is now in charge of the party. That Bernie Sanders is the way of the future. But I don't know. He might be dead by 2020. We'll see. So that's it. The DNC, at least as we knew it in the 2016 elections, was one big corrupt system of dog shit that screwed over nearly half of the entire party's voters. How much more corrupt can they possibly get? This has been Political Juice. See you next time.